5 things to let go of in old age to enjoy peaceful happiness at the end of life. As we step into the later stages of life, we carry with us the lessons of decades past, lessons of love, loss, growth, and resilience. These years, often referred to as the golden years, are a time to reflect, cherish, and embrace the peace and happiness that we have earned through our journey. But finding true contentment often requires letting go of certain habits, thoughts, and behaviors that no longer serve us. Here are 5 things to let go of in old age to fully enjoy the tranquility and joy of this precious phase of life. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. 1. Let go of excessive worry. Live in the present moment. In the later stages of life, one of the most liberating choices you can make is to let go of excessive worry. Worry is a thief. It steals your peace, clouds your judgment, and wastes the precious moments you have left to enjoy. While it's natural to feel concerned about the future, your health, your finances, or the well-being of your family, it's important to remember that worry rarely solves problems. Instead, it chains you to scenarios that may never happen, robbing you of the ability to appreciate the beauty of today. Think of how much time and energy you've spent worrying over the years. How many of those fears actually came to pass? And for the ones that did your worrying make them any easier to bear? The truth is, the future is unpredictable. But that unpredictability is not a source of despair. It's a call to live fully in the present moment. Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring your responsibilities or pretending challenges don't exist. It means recognizing that the only moment you truly have is the one unfolding right now. When you let go of worry, you free yourself to savor life's simple pleasures. A warm cup of coffee in the morning, the sound of birds outside your window, the laughter of a grandchild. These moments, small as they may seem, hold the essence of joy and meaning. Letting go of worry also requires trust. Trust in yourself, trust in those around you, and trust in the journey of life. You've weathered countless storms before, proving your resilience time and again. Trust that you'll have the strength to face whatever comes next. Trust your children to make their own decisions and find their own way, just as you did. And trust that the seeds of love and effort you've sown throughout your life will continue to bear fruit, even in ways you cannot foresee. When worry creeps in, and it will, as it's part of being human, acknowledge it, but don't let it take root. Instead, redirect your energy towards something grounding. Go for a walk and feel the earth beneath your feet. Take a moment to journal your thoughts, releasing them onto the page. Practice deep breathing, focusing on the rhythm of your breath rather than the whirlwind of your thoughts. These small actions anchor you to the present and remind you that peace is always within reach. Perhaps the most profound way to let go of worry is to embrace gratitude. Gratitude shifts your perspective from what could go wrong to what is already right. Even in moments of uncertainty, there is always something to be thankful for: a loving friend, a treasured memory, or the simple fact that you woke up to see another day. Gratitude doesn't erase difficulties, but it puts them into perspective, allowing you to approach life with a heart that is both open and resilient. As a specialist who has worked with countless individuals in their later years, I can assure you that the people who find the most joy and fulfillment are not those who have the fewest challenges, but those who choose not to let their worries define them. They cultivate the ability to focus on what they can control, how they spend their time, who they share it with, and how they choose to feel about the world around them. So, let go of the excessive worry that weighs you down. Release the what ifs and maybes that keep you tethered to anxiety. Instead, turn your attention to the here and now. Life is still unfolding, and there is beauty to be found in every day. The future will take care of itself. Your job is to savor the present, to live fully, love deeply, and trust that everything will be as it is meant to be. This moment, right now, is your gift. Don't let worry take it away. 2. Let go of complaints. Appreciate time with loved ones. Life, especially in its later stages, becomes richer when we choose to let go of complaints and embrace gratitude. Complaints, whether spoken aloud or simmering silently, have a way of consuming the joy and connection that life offers. They create walls instead of bridges, draining your energy and alienating those who care about you. Letting go of, the habit of complaining doesn't mean ignoring your challenges. It means shifting your focus to what truly matters, the time you have with your loved ones. Think about the people who surround you, your children, grandchildren, and friends. They lead busy lives, balancing work, family, and countless responsibilities, yet they make time for you. Every phone call, visit, or message is a gesture of love. Even if it's not as frequent or as long as you'd like, it is still a choice they make to connect with you. Complaining about what you feel is missing, the visits that are too short, the calls that come less often, only diminishes the value of these moments. Instead, appreciate them for what they are: precious gifts. It's important to remember that relationships thrive on positivity. A smile, a kind word, or a heartfelt thank you can mean so much more than a list of grievances. When your family gathers around you, let your words reflect the love you feel for them. Instead of pointing out what they've done wrong or what could be better, focus on what they've done right. A simple acknowledgement like, "I love seeing you all together," or "I'm so proud of you," can strengthen bonds and leave lasting memories. Letting go of complaints also means rethinking your perspective. The aches and pains of aging, the changes in society, or the way the younger generation does things differently may all seem frustrating at times, but when you step back and look at the bigger picture, you'll realize that these are all parts of the life cycle. Every generation faces its own struggles and adapts in its own way. Instead of criticizing these differences, try embracing them as signs of progress and growth. This shift in mindset requires a conscious effort. Complaints often come from a place of unmet expectations. You might wish your grandchildren would put down their phones during dinner or that your children would visit more often, but ask yourself, is the complaint worth the cost of the connection? Will expressing your disappointment draw them closer or push them away? Most often, the answer lies in focusing on what you can control: your attitude, your words, and your gratitude for the time you do have. In my experience working with older adults, I've seen how powerful this change can be. Families grow closer when elders choose to be sources of wisdom, encouragement, and warmth rather than criticism. Children and grandchildren cherish their time with you when they feel valued and loved rather than judged. And you, in turn, experience the joy of connection and the fulfillment of knowing you've left a positive imprint on their lives. Letting go of complaints doesn't mean suppressing your feelings or pretending everything is perfect. It's about finding constructive ways to address concerns while keeping the bigger picture in mind. If something truly bothers you, express it calmly and with care. For instance, instead of saying, "You never visit me anymore," try, "I miss seeing you. Can we plan a day to catch up soon?" This approach fosters understanding without creating guilt or defensiveness. Letting go of complaints is an act of self love as much as it is an act of love for others. Complaints weigh heavily on your spirit, while gratitude lifts it. They create distance where gratitude builds connection. By choosing to focus on the good, the laughter, the hugs, the shared meals, you not only enrich your own life, but also the lives of those around you. At this stage of life, every moment with loved ones is a treasure. Whether it's a brief phone call, a weekend visit, or a shared holiday meal, these are the memories that will stay with you and them long after the moment has passed. Don't let complaints overshadow these gifts. Instead, approach each interaction with an open heart and a spirit of appreciation. The peace and happiness you seek are already within reach. You simply have to let go of what holds you back and embrace the beauty of what is. 3. Let go of interference. Respect your children's decisions. As parents, it's natural to feel a lifelong sense of responsibility for your children. Even as they grow older, establish families of their own, and make their way in the world, the instinct to guide and protect them remains strong. Yet, one of the greatest gifts you can give them and yourself is the freedom to live their own lives, to make their own decisions, and to grow through their own experiences. Letting go of interference is not about detachment, it's about respect, trust, and love. The role of a parent evolves over time. In the early years, it is your duty to provide, guide, and teach. But as your children become adults, the dynamic changes. They no longer need your instruction in the same way. What they need instead is your faith in their ability to navigate life's challenges. By stepping back and allowing them to take the reins, you empower them to build confidence in their choices and to learn from their successes and mistakes. Interference, even when well-intentioned, can often feel suffocating. Your advice may come from a place of love and wisdom, but to your children, it might feel like a lack of trust in their capabilities. Constantly questioning their choices, be it their career, their parenting style, or their lifestyle, can create tension and distance. What they may interpret as criticism can erode the bond you share. Letting go of interference doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you express your care in a way that uplifts rather than undermines. Respecting your children's independence also requires you to embrace the reality that their lives may look different from what you envisioned. Perhaps they've chosen a career path you don't understand, or they're raising their children in ways that contrast with how you raised them. Instead of seeing these differences as wrong, see them as a reflection of the changing world they live in. A world that may demand approaches you didn't face in your time. Letting go of interference doesn't mean withdrawing completely. Your wisdom and experience are invaluable, but they should be offered, not imposed. Wait for your children to seek your advice. When they do, approach the conversation with an open mind and a willingness to listen. Instead of saying, "You should do this," try, "Here's what worked for me. Do you think it might help you?" This approach invites dialogue and collaboration rather than resistance. One of the most liberating aspects of letting go of interference is that it frees you from the weight of trying to control outcomes. You no longer have to carry the burden of their choices or feel responsible for their consequences. Trust that you have already laid a strong foundation in their upbringing. Your children are the architects of their own lives now, and their triumphs and struggles are part of their personal journey. By stepping back, you allow them the dignity of owning their decisions. This shift can be challenging, especially when you see your children facing hardships. The instinct to intervene and fix things is powerful, but sometimes the most loving thing you can do is to let them navigate their challenges on their own. Growth often comes from struggle, and your faith in their resilience can be a source of strength for them. At the same time, letting go of interference creates space for a new kind of relationship, one built on mutual respect and companionship rather than authority and dependence. As you step back from the role of guide, you step into the role of supporter, confidant, and friend. This transition allows your relationship to deepen in ways that are more fulfilling and meaningful. Letting go of interference is an act of love. It's about trusting the people your children have become, respecting their ability to lead their lives, and finding peace in the knowledge that you've done your part. It's about shifting from control to connection, from worry to trust, and from instruction to understanding. Remember, your children carry your lessons, values, and love with them wherever they go. By allowing them the freedom to make their own way, you honor their independence and your own legacy. And in doing so, you create space for a relationship that is rooted not in obligation, but in genuine connection. A relationship that brings joy, respect, and peace to both your lives. 4. Let go of greed. Embrace contentment with what you have. In the later chapters of life, contentment becomes not just a virtue, but a path to true peace. The relentless pursuit of more possessions, more wealth, more validation can weigh heavily on the spirit. Letting go of greed isn't about giving up ambition. It's about recognizing that you already have enough and that true richness lies in appreciating what's right in front of you. As we age, the wisdom of years teaches us that material possessions, while useful and sometimes comforting, don't define a meaningful life. You may have a home filled with cherished objects, savings for security, and the presence of loved ones around you. These are the treasures that truly matter. Yet, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others, friends with larger homes, neighbors with fancier cars, or even strangers whose lives seem more glamorous from the outside. But comparison is a thief of joy, and the pursuit of keeping up is a race with no finish line. Contentment begins with gratitude. Take a moment to reflect on all that you've achieved, all that you've experienced, and all that you have. Perhaps it's the laughter of grandchildren filling your living room, the comfort of a home you've built over decades, or simply the fact that you wake up each morning with the freedom to choose how you spend your day. These are riches that no amount of money can buy. When you shift your focus from what you lack to what you cherish, you unlock a profound sense of fulfillment. Greed often stems from fear of not having enough, of losing what we've worked for, or of being left behind. But this fear can lead to unnecessary accumulation and a mindset of scarcity, even when abundance is all around us. The truth is, you have weathered life's storms, adapted to its changes, and come out stronger. Trust in your ability to continue navigating the road ahead. By letting go of the fear that fuels greed, you free yourself to live with ease and grace. Letting go of greed also means releasing the need for control over material outcomes. At this stage of life, your wealth, whether financial, emotional, or spiritual, is best spent on what truly matters. Instead of worrying about acquiring more, consider how you can use what you already have to create meaningful experiences. A modest gift to a grandchild's education, a family gathering that brings loved ones together, or even a quiet day spent enjoying your garden can bring immeasurable joy and connection. This mindset extends to relationships. Sometimes greed can appear in subtler forms, such as a desire to win arguments, assert dominance, or seek constant validation from those around you. These impulses, while human, often create distance rather than closeness. Letting go of the need to win or prove your worth allows you to focus on nurturing bonds built on love, respect, and understanding. The beauty of embracing contentment is that it opens your heart to generosity. When you no longer feel the pressure to hoard or accumulate, you're free to give your time, your wisdom, your resources. This doesn't mean grand gestures or sacrifices. Often, the smallest acts of kindness are the most profound. A heartfelt conversation, a helping hand, or a simple expression of love can leave a lasting legacy far greater than material possessions ever could. In my years of counseling and observing others in their later stages of life, I've seen a clear pattern. Those who let go of greed and embrace contentment live lighter, freer, and more joyful lives. They understand that the pursuit of more is often an illusion, while the embrace of enough brings genuine peace. They focus not on accumulating, but on savoring, not on competing, but on connecting. So take a deep breath and remind yourself that you've already arrived. The home you've built, the relationships you've nurtured, the memories you hold, all of these are treasures that cannot be replaced. Let go of the weight of wanting and step into the lightness of being. By embracing contentment, you not only honor your own journey, but also inspire those around you to do the same. Life is not measured by what we possess, but by the love we've shared, the lessons we've learned, and the joy we've found in simply being present. Letting go of greed is not a loss. It's a victory, a reclaiming of your freedom to live fully and deeply in the time you have. 5. Let go of negative environments. Seek positivity and joy. In the later years of life, the spaces you inhabit and the people you surround yourself with play a profound role in your emotional well being. Letting go of negative environments is not simply about avoiding discomfort, it's about actively choosing joy, serenity, and a sense of belonging. At this stage, your peace of mind is a treasure to be guarded fiercely, and the environments you engage with should nurture your soul, not drain it. Negative environments come in many forms. Sometimes they are physical places filled with stress, conflict, or chaos. Other times, they are relationships weighed down by criticism, resentment, or negativity. These spaces and interactions can leave you feeling depleted, unsettled, and burdened by emotions that don't belong to you. Letting go of these toxic influences is an act of self respect, a way of reclaiming your time and energy for what truly matters. Consider how much your surroundings influence your mood. A peaceful morning spent on your porch, a quiet walk in the park, or time spent with uplifting friends can leave you feeling rejuvenated and content. Contrast this with time spent in a quarrelsome group, a toxic relationship, or a noisy, unsettling environment. The difference is undeniable. You deserve to spend your days in spaces that bring you calm and joy. Letting go of negative environments also means reassessing relationships. Some connections, though once meaningful, may have become a source of pain or frustration. Perhaps a friend or family member constantly criticizes, undermines, or dismisses your feelings. While it's natural to want to preserve relationships, it's important to recognize when they are no longer serving your well being. It's okay to step back, set boundaries, or even distance yourself entirely from interactions that bring more harm than good. This doesn't mean giving up on people or situations lightly. It means acknowledging when efforts to mend or improve a dynamic have been exhausted and prioritizing your own peace. A simple rule of thumb is to ask yourself, does this bring me joy? Does this align with the life I want to live? If the answer is no, it may be time to let go. Choosing positivity also means actively seeking environments and interactions that enrich your spirit. Surround yourself with people who make you laugh, who listen without judgment, and who inspire you to see the world in a brighter light. Spend time in places that evoke a sense of wonder and comfort, whether it's a favorite park, a community center, or your own garden. Engage in activities that bring you happiness, whether it's reading, painting, volunteering, or simply sitting quietly and enjoying the beauty of the moment. Sometimes, finding positive environments requires stepping out of your comfort zone. It might mean joining a new social group, exploring a new hobby, or reconnecting with old friends who share your values. These steps can feel daunting at first, but the rewards of meaningful connection and shared joy far outweigh the initial effort. As a specialist who has worked with countless individuals navigating their golden years, I've seen how transformative this shift can be. Those who actively seek positivity in their environments and relationships often find renewed energy and purpose. They are less burdened by stress and more open to the simple pleasures of life. They smile more, laugh more, and worry less. Letting go of negative environments is not just about avoidance, it's about creating space for the good. When you free yourself from toxic influences, you make room for peace, joy, and fulfillment. It's about curating a life that reflects your values, uplifts your spirit, and honors the time you have. Remember, you have the power to choose where you spend your energy. Choose places and people that bring light into your life. Let go of negativity with grace and embrace the freedom to cultivate a world that feels warm, welcoming, and truly your own. In doing so, you not only enhance your own happiness, but also become a source of positivity for everyone around you. Life is too short to spend in darkness. Seek the light and let it guide you toward peace. The art of letting go and embracing peace. As the years unfold and life's seasons change, the wisdom of letting go becomes a gift you give to yourself. Letting go is not about loss. It's about freedom. It is a conscious choice to release what no longer serves you so that you can fully embrace what does. It's about finding clarity, prioritizing joy, and living each day with a heart that is light and open. Letting go of excessive worry frees you to live in the present, savoring the simple yet profound moments that make life beautiful. By releasing complaints, you create space for gratitude and deeper connections with those you love. Respecting your children's independence honors their journey while fostering mutual respect and trust. Embracing contentment with what you have allows you to see that true richness lies not in possessions, but in relationships, memories, and peace of mind. And by walking away from negativity, you open the door to environments that nurture your soul and inspire your spirit. The act of letting go is not always easy, but it is profoundly rewarding. It is a testament to your strength, your resilience, and your ability to adapt. It allows you to live authentically with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Most importantly, it helps you focus on what truly matters: love, connection, and the quiet joy of simply being. As you reflect on these years, remember that the greatest treasures are often intangible. They are found in the laughter of a grandchild, the warmth of a hug, the peace of a quiet evening, and the beauty of a life well lived. By letting go of the unnecessary, you make room for these treasures to shine brighter, unburdened by the weight of what could have been or what never was. You have already walked a long and meaningful journey. These years are a time to rest in the knowledge that you have done enough, that you are enough, and that life's greatest blessings are already within your grasp. Let go of what holds you back and step forward into the light of peace, joy, and gratitude. Your legacy will not be measured by what you held on to, but by what you gave, the love you shared, the lessons you taught, and the memories you created. Letting go is not the end of something. It is the beginning of a deeper, richer chapter of life. Embrace it fully and let your days be filled with the peace and happiness you so deeply deserve. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.